Hello Gemini, a very warm welcome to Quarter Moon Tarot and a very warm welcome to your reading for the month of September. Let us see what September brings for Gemini. Let's begin by drawing 4 cards, one for each week. Okay, so that's your first week card. Okay. Second week, third week, and the fourth week. Let us begin your reading and analyze your first week energies, Gemini. What do we have? Leave the past behind. Last quarter moon in Capricorn. You know, that's the most practical decision you can take, to leave something behind. Leave the past behind, Gemini. You know, because being the sign of Capricorn, it is going to be, it talks of being practical and the thing to do, the right thing to do, the best thing for you to do. So something has ended, and whatever it has, you need to leave it there only in the past. What is this card about? Let's see. What does the tarot say? Got the Hermit card. Time spent in peaceful meditation and solitude. Shine your light as an example to others. Seek out or become a spiritual mentor. Self-discovery. See, this backs this card, 8 of Cups. It's time to, move on from something, And the 9 of Wands. You have been, you've been holding on to it, Gemini, very clearly with the 9 of Wands. You've been protecting something which needs to go, needs to end. You're holding on to it energetically. It's time to leave it. Spend some time, just sitting quietly and observe your thoughts, observe your feelings, and also observe the inner voice talking to you. You will, it's going to help you to leave this behind. And that is what the Hermit is telling you. You need to spend some time in solitude so that you can make this process very natural and simple for yourself. The process of leaving and letting go also should be, should happen effortlessly, like everything else in life should. Because where the resistance it means that, we are not ready to be in tune with the energy of the present. So here your energy, your present energy is in a little bit of a conflict, or is like all muddled up because of this past, which is pretty much over, but you're carrying it inside, you're holding on to it, you're protecting it, you don't want to let it go. But that's where the Capricorn sign has come out, that be practical, Gemini. It's not going to work for you by holding on to this. It's going to cause more confusion, restlessness, and a little bit of anguish also, holding on to it. You need to let go of something which is over. Second week of September, we have reveal what needs to be seen. Last quarter moon in Scorpio, a sign of those heavy emotions, of suppressed emotions. I think emotionally, see, with the 8 of Cups, this is a card of emotionally holding on to something. Had it been something else, I would have got 10 of Pentacles, Wands, or even Swords, right? But I think, at the physical plane, something is over, but for you, emotionally, it is just not over. And holding on to it is causing a lot of emotional, suppression of emotions and emotional turmoil. Heart is always churning. It's like a little, you need to let things come to the surface, Gemini, for you to observe your emotions about something, about some event, about something about the past. Let's see. You got 3 of Wands. Planning for the long term. Abundance from past choices. Pride in the success of your labor. Be patient as you decide what's next. So abundance from your past choices. There was something about the past which of course made you feel very good, gave you something, and you want to still, stay on in that energy of abundance and happiness. That's why you're not letting it go. It made you happy, but reveal what needs to be seen. Something is more to it. Got the Ace of Swords over here. It's always, to cut out, you have to cut that chain of thoughts and make a clean break and be objective. Be practical. Think about, what is, right for you, what is going to add to you, what is the best way to be with things. Thinking through things only is going to help you, come out of this entire thing. Think about what you are doing. Think about, the energy you are in. Okay, thinking about all of those things is going to help you bring about a transformation in what you have been feeling all along. And that thought process itself is going to help you see, why you're holding on to this. We have the King of Cups over here. This also talks of somebody who is, who is emotionally committed to something, but they're not very expressive. I feel, with respect to, whatever it is that you're holding on to, there are some disturbing emotions. You're connected to something emotionally, and because of those emotions, you are not able to let it go. You have to be a little, I just get you a little more, to help you get out of this, Gemini. Okay, something, I think, you are not being very honest with yourself about what the real issue is, what the core issue is. And even if you're aware of that, maybe you're not really accepting the emotions, you feel with respect to what has happened. The moment you accept all of that, the change in thoughts will also come. It can work both ways. When you start thinking about, what is the best thing for you, it is going to, bring a lot more light into, whatever the problem is. It will bring light into the dark areas of your emotions. And then you will realize that why are you holding on to certain things emotionally? Why do you keep feeling bad or feel very happy about something about the past, right? So it can work that way. It can also work the other way, that when you start exploring your emotions, then you will start thinking, what am I doing? What am I feeling? Why am I living in the past? Why am I continuing with all of this? Whichever, thread you pick up first, the change is bound to come. So here, turning your back on your emotions is not going to really help you come out of it. And let it and release it, spontaneously. It'll really get released. So see whichever angle you want to, start working with. Emerging into grace. Look, you've really hit rock bottom with this, and it's time for you to start coming out of this, Gemini. It's very not open, it's very obvious. I open my soul to grace. The universe wants to give you something. The universe is telling you that let this be, I've got something else for you. But till you do not, connect with the universe, and till you do not, walk in step with the universe, it's not going to, it can't give you what it wants to give you. So start the process of emerging out of this in the second week. Make your attempts in the second week, trusting your intuition, okay? And listen very clearly to what your inner voice is telling you. Be brave and follow through with that. You will come out of it, Gemini. It's very clear. I mean, it's the cards which are telling you this. So whether you start, trusting your, start at the feeling level, emotional level, intuitive level, it'll change your perspective and thoughts over it, or you start thinking differently, and then, it is going to match with your intuition. It's going to match with, what your inner voice tells you and feels and what you feel. Be brave and take that leap and jump over this and leave the past behind. You've got this card, which shows a flag. Flags always represent victory. So you will come out of this for sure, and it just depends on, how you start working with it. But clearly, you are going to come out of this. Third week of September, what do we have? Open up to change. So that's what, this card is telling you. Emerging into grace. I open my soul to grace. So the universe is going to bless you with something, but you also need to be open to that. So that whole second week will go in that, and then once you've released that, the new space is created, and see what the universe is going to bring for you. Strength, personal power and assertiveness portrayed with kindness, compassion that brings about forgiveness, realizing that you are stronger than you know. So when you are going to deal with all of that, once you get a handle on all of this, you will be able to come into that place of forgiveness and letting go with compassion, right? Not forcefully, but effortlessly, compassionately. The wheel, it's time for something new to come in, and we've got the Four of Swords over here. So it's time for you to open up to changes, for new things to come in, and first and foremost is forgiveness and compassion towards yourself. so that for enduring whatever you did. But the whole reasoning of it and the whole letting go of it with understanding, forgiveness and compassion is going to come in the second and third week for you, Gemini. And that is when you let go of, you end one cycle, and you're ready to begin a new cycle. But you need to take some rest with the Four of Swords over here. You need to meditate, you need to, it's going to be a very exhausting process. So you need all the rest so that you can open up and be ready for what the universe is going to start for you soon. Last week of September, we have clear your mind. Last quarter moon in Gemini, you've got your own sign here. You're pretty much in sync with energies in the fourth week of September. So you need to have your mind should be a clear slate for you to write, script something new for yourself. Three of Cups, news worth celebrating, joy, gratitude. Ace of Wands, that's lovely. And the Seven of Pentacles. It's definitely time to begin hold on, being in the flow. Okay, see, whatever it is that you want to really start with, you must have a very clear picture of what is it that you want to follow through. And a good idea would be with the Ace of Wands to notice what is it that makes you, that really drives your passion, for one. Second thing, you need to step into this new thing with a very clear mind, without preconceived notions, without any notions of what has happened in the past, what you did, what it yielded, and things like that. This is going to be a new chapter, like I said, you're going to write something new. But please do not take anything from the past when you are writing this new chapter for yourself. You need to be in the flow of things. It's something like brand new, Gemini. So don't hold on to what used to happen in the past. Do it with a sense of a new adventure, starting something absolutely new for yourself. Like the past does not exist. It will not it will not exist in your conscious or in the subconscious mind after you clear it up, right? So have a new approach, an absolutely crystal clear mind, and then move forward. Don't base anything on your past experiences. This has to be something completely new for you. Okay, so this is the time in the fourth week of September where you really need to clear your mind of what brought you happiness in the past, what effort you did, what results you got. Would like to replicate that, but that does not work now, because you were someone else that time. You're a different person now. You've left a big past behind you, so obviously this energy is not in you. You've got new, clean, clear energy and something more coming your way. So don't carry this over here. Leave this here. Start anew, start with a clean slate, right? Clear mind and absolutely new beginnings, right? Just be in the flow and see how things, move forward and how the universe responds, and just go with that flow, Gemini. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the reading. Thank you for watching.